Hey, I'm tired. These are the KTT Rose switches. They are a linear switch with a progressive spring and with a bottom out of both 63.5 and 60 grams. It has a 4mm travel, uses a Kailh housing with a clear top and an opaque pink bottom housing. I have no clue what the housing is made of, but I do know they are made with brand new molds. I don't know what V1 molds are like, but what can I do? Anyways, when I first saw these switches, it was like back in like November, December. My brain's fogged up with memory of the switch, so I'm tired, okay? I'm sorry. But anyways, they were sold out by the time I was going to pull the trigger on buying them. So I waited, and in February, I saw them in stock on Dankeeves. Dankeeves, you probably don't watch my videos or my streams, because I'm a loser, but please. But yeah, I bought them as soon as I saw them in stock. Didn't give a fuck what spring weight they were and just waited. 3 days later, they arrived. Like, I was like, oh shit. Dan keeps pulling through with that high speed gigabit internet fucking speed shipping. Open the box, pop them boys into the keyboard, and man oh man, they felt like switches. Be honest with you, I don't know if it's because of the weight of these switches. The ones I purchased are 63.5 grams, but like these switches are so light that I can't even feel the progressive spring. Okay, no, I take that back. I can feel it, but it isn't the progressive I was expecting. On Dinky's website, they state the bottom out is like 63.5 grams, but they feel more like 67. So I don't know. Maybe I think it's because my brain is like fucked from all the fucking DJing I've been doing, but like it just don't feel like 63.5. Not that I'm complaining. I love myself my 67 gram string switches, man. Like marshmallows, OAs. That's all I could think of. But yeah, stock switches feel pretty good. I mean, like as great as loose switches feel, I do have a great appreciation for stock switches. Like they really a vibe though. Typing on the switches, they have that signature stock sound and feel to the switch. Progressive spring is not as prominent when full on typing, but if you're one of them boys that type like 70 words per minute or less, you'll feel the progressive spring. But how about the loose switches? They feel good? Me happy? Switch Gucci? Why do people watch me? Loose switches are very nice. These switches, they smooth. Scratching into the switches, down. Sound of the switches, refined. These switches are on the more clackier side of the switch, but since we are talking about the sound of the switches, I have to make a disclaimer that the sound of the switches may vary since not all keyboards are built the same. But yeah, switches smooth, me likey. Now how do they compare to other progressive spring switches? The only one that I can compare to is the marshmallow switches, so that's the only comparison I will make. Comparing the two switches, I can say that the KTT Roses are a deeper pitch switch compared to the marshmallows, and they surprisingly feel equal in weight. But the reason why it feels this way is because the actuation distance of the marshmallow switches are at 1.4, and the KT Roses have an actuation at around 2 millimeters. So technically, if you consider the actuation distance, they kind of basically feel the same. I think that's right. I'm probably wrong. Science and math are not my greatest skills. Ignore me. Just ignore me. Dislike the video. Don't actually dislike the video. I'm sorry. So would I recommend these switches. Hell yeah. These switches are very smooth linears. I guess I could say these are like a good recommendation for like people looking for a more readily available progressive linear switch, since the marshmallows are not stocked as often as the KTT roses. But one thing to keep in mind is that these are a 3-pin switch, also known as a plate mounted switch. So soldering will be a bit of a hassle since there are 2 less pins to keep the switch in place for a more secure solder. But that's all that is, quote unquote, bad about the switch. It isn't necessarily bad, just a note. Another note to make though is that these are Kailh housing switches. So opening these switches are going to be a bit of a pain since those Kailh housings are hella tight and just But they are the only switch that I recommend and like that are Kailh housing switches so far. So what could you do? Also, if you're thinking about using the stem or cherry housings, since they are a long pulled stem, don't bother since the stem is a bit too wide for a cherry housing. So yeah, you can try, but don't expect it to work out. If it does work out though, please tell me what switch housing you use. I legit want to know. In conclusion, KTT roses, great progressive linear switch with a pleasant stock experience and a great lubed experience. The switches are a great purchase, coming in at around $2.70 for 10 switches, or 27 cents per switch. Comes pretty damn close to the cost of Gataround switches, which are around like $2.40 or 24 cents per switch. So purchasing these switches are definitely a bang for your buck, while providing people who are new to the hobby, or even people in the hobby that have never tried a progressive spring switch, a great typing experience. So thank you for watching this video. I also have other videos on this channel. You should go check those out on other switches and keyboards. If you like that content, hit that subscribe button. Also, I have a Twitch channel. I stream, or at least I try to stream after okay, I try to stream every Wednesday and Friday at 10 to 11 p.m. Here's a clip. Some of the things that I do over there.
Try.
Wait.
Hey, wait, you didn't catch that?
I try to do quick panning and shit. Fuck Spectrum. Okay. Get the mic out of the way, dude. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.